Hello golfers, Bryan Pate here with the Capto Easy unit. I want to talk about the track and arc tile. So I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the phone, I'm going to click on the value tab, and right now it has all 8 parameters shown. I'm going to click on the settings, I'm going to clear the selection and just click on track and arc confirm. So now I just have 2 tiles visible. Now things to be aware of as we're looking at the track and arc. So the arc, if I had a flat line, the putter would be traveling 0 to the ground over that space. If I bend this, because the putter works on a little circle in the backswing, a little up and in, down and out, up and in, as I bend the arc and I tilt it a little bit on the side, relative to the bottom of the arc, that's going to be our 0 mark. The arc is going to say, did I catch the golf ball on the back side of the arc, where the putter is kind of traveling down into the ball? Did I catch it around the 0 mark? Or did I catch it on the positive, where now it passed the bottom and it's starting to go on its ascent in space? So with that, that's going to be the arc where we're catching the ball in our circle. The track is going to be, was that circle pointed to the right, which is be positive, in to out, or is it pointed to the left, which would be negative, out to in? So if I put a golf ball in play here, and I'm looking down at the unit, it says take address, I'm taking the address, it says ready. As I look at the screen, there's a white parameter on there, so I'm going to exit out, click connect, so it timed out, got the beep. I'm going to click the skip on the setup, already done that, back into the tiles. So now when I'm set up to it, address ready, look at the phone, there's a green banner around the screen, and I'm just going to make a motion. So now what it gives me is the track is 0.2. So it's saying relative to where I aimed the putter in space, this putter ran into the golf ball going 0 relative to where it started with the aim. It wasn't going excessively into out or out to in. And then the arc is 3.9 up. So if we kind of look at our noodle, I caught it on the front side where it was going up after it passed the bottom of the circle, which would be 0. And if I pointed it down on our target line, say this ruler is our target line, where it ran into the ball just in front of it, the arc was 0. So if I was playing around here, put another golf ball in place, maybe I'm going to experiment with getting the rise angle a little bit less. So things I could do is not have the ball too far forwards in the stance. I could move it a little bit more back to get it to the bottom of the circle. If I move it too far back, I might be catching it on the down before it starts to curve up as well. So we want to catch these golf balls somewhere around the 0 to positive 2 to 3 angles. So I'm going to set up one more time. I'm going to move the ball back just a little bit in my stance. It says take address ready. Phone's ready, still connected. Made a motion. So now I'm using the feedback with the Capto Easy to say, did I do something that actually changed the numbers? So if I look, it changed. Now it's at positive 3 on the upslope. Now it's in red because it's a little bit outside the parameters that Capto has set. But just saying, who are you? How do you putt your best golf? If I'm hitting too much down on it, I may be smashing the golf ball into the ground. If I'm hitting too much up on it, I might be launching the ball too much in the sky, which might start creating some backspin. Now this is all relative to how much loft we're presenting at impact. If I was hitting up 3 with a lot of loft, that ball's going to launch in the air, spin backwards, not roll too well. But if I was swinging up 3 with a little bit of shaft lean, maybe now my putter has 2 degrees of loft with a slight upwards, so it can launch a golf ball without much spin, and then it can start rolling smoothly. So on the next one, I'm going to say, can I move that ball back just a little bit more? Now I'm on an upslope here, so that could be getting the putter ascending as well. So I'm going to feel like I'm more set up flat, shoulders parallel to the ground. Sorry, with gravity as opposed to the ground. So I'm feeling my left shoulder's lower, which feels awkward on this hill. I'm going to go ahead and give it a roll. So there we can see now it's +2. And then with my shoulders feeling maybe tilted down, maybe that got the putter swinging a little bit more across the golf ball because it said -3.2 out to in. So relative to where the putter was set up before I made the stroke, the putter was swinging slightly upwards into the golf ball, but the shape, the curve, was going just a little bit to the left. So let me go one more, just 'cause I got one more ball here. And what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna intentionally see if I can get a path that's in to out. So I'm gonna set up pretty straight with the ruler. Ball's kind of move back. I feel a little bit more level with gravity, so my rise angle is not too much, but I'm gonna feel like I can get something going a little more to the right with my putter travel. So there you can see, now as opposed to having a left, it went back to 0. So little ways of getting feedback. Do I need to have a feeling that I'm going a little bit more in to out, a little bit more out to in? Do I need to feel like the putter's traveling a lot more level on the way through, a little bit more up? Or how can I move my ball position to help change the attack angle, the arc, or how can my track or the direction my putter's traveling in space feel like it can change? If the ball moves way back by my right toe, could be a little bit more in to out. If I move it way up by my left toe, could be something that gets a little bit more out to in. So just using technology to give you feedback on the things you're changing. Are they helping or are they hurting?